All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you guys. What's the situation for my Aquarius? We're going to do the third week of May, so let's hit up right after the 20th of May. Spirit, what's the situation for Aquarius? I see dating, networking. Some of you, yes, it can be reconciliation, but it is definitely from either a third-party situation. Now, if this is networking, socializing, putting yourself out there because you work with a team, if not, this is third-party situation. And perhaps Aquarius, some of you might be going back to something or someone who might have been toxic for you. And or you could be repeating a cycle yourselves. The reason I say this is because the devil is right behind the Three of Pentacles. This is either repeating a pattern or of your own. It can be in regards to obsession. It can also be in regards to someone or something that is toxic. So we'll see more when we clarify, but that is the situation of the week with the Three of Cups there. Now, let's see what's coming in for you guys. What's coming in for my Aquarius, please? Nine of Wands. Okay, so naturally, whoever's coming back or whoever you could be reconciling with, I'm starting to feel like the toxic thing could be like the environment around you or near you. So someone around you or near you creating this. The Nine of Wands is telling me about you having some sort of boundaries. Some kind of guard is up for you, right? You're being very protective because you've been wounded and you've been here before. Now, the interesting thing is that I do have a Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which tells me whoever you're dealing with, Aquarius, this person very much feels the same way you feel about them. If you're in love with them, so are they. If you have intentions that are good for you guys to proceed together, so do they. We'll see more as we go along. But I think as they make their feelings and intentions known, this starts to help you heal. Okay? What is the surprise of the week here for Aquarius, please? What is the surprise of the week? Seven of Swords is here, which talks about ghosting. Sneaking around, having an affair, doing some kind of strategy on the low key. But to me, this actually looks like some of you might have broken up here with somebody because of an affair or a fling. Others of you, this is somebody who is ghosting, perhaps you or the other person. A situation that was untenable, okay? Because you have the Tower card here. And the Tower talks about something falling apart, something upending your world. It's like getting in a fight with your boss and now you don't know where that leaves you and your job. Is it secure? Is it not secure? This is the opposite of secure. You get in a big fight here with somebody or somebody, throws a match. The other one lights it. Poof, here we are. And this has everything to do with the Seven of Swords, somebody who's been cheating, ghosting, or sneaking around. You're still trying to remain optimistic and hopeful in regards to this situation because I think you're waiting for this person to come back. But ultimately, it's going to boil down, Aquarius, to you making some form of judgment call as I can see it there. Seven of Swords is pretty much telling me about a person that might have been there for you emotionally and mature, but I don't know. I think you have options as far as relationships are concerned. So you kind of, I don't know, you're leaving this. It's just not tenable. Let me see, what is the advice here for Aquarius, please? We'll see more when I clarify that. What's the advice here for Aquarius? Aquarius, I'm getting here that you guys really need to just close off or close out your past. That no longer resonates with you. Not you, not where you're going, not where you're headed, not your personality anymore, not your vibe. Now, here's where it gets interesting for me. Some of you need to close out your past because you currently have a lover here. And that's kind of what I was vibing here with the Seven of Swords, because Lover's coming out in your advice position, along with Six of Cups. So your lover from your past is here. Now, I don't know if some of you need to leave this person behind because they're not emotionally supplying you with shit. And you're no longer emotionally feeling fulfilled, so you need to walk away. Others of you, it is talking about you closing the door to your past because someone here is not emotionally serving you and you feel emotionally drained. That is the person or situation you need to walk away from. Lovers is a choice. So if you have a lover in your life, you have to decide what you're going to do with this person. What do they mean to you? Right? And the like. So we'll see more when we clarify, but for me, it means you need to go back and forth here with this lover to see where you stand. What are their intentions? What are yours? What does your future look like? What kind of future do you want with them? You need to make a judgment call, but moreover, it's so whatever it is that is going on in your life, that you're able to close out your past chapter so you can move on with your future. Now, what is the outcome of the week here? This is huge. Reconciliation. Breaking up, making a choice with a lover, closing the door to your past, but you're guarded and you're not letting a lot of people in. So let's see how the week ends out being here for you. And we haven't even clarified yet, so we'll see. Now, someone might have broken up with you in a relationship where you did have stability, where you were going by your day-to-day, shit felt normal, it was easy peasy, but no more. Somebody has broken up with you. Now, others of you, if that's not your situation, this is you kind of, I don't want to say being introverted because you're not that type of person, but you have been lately, the last year or two, I want to say, been doing a little bit of lone wolf type stuff, right? You have been going within, you've been reflecting, you've been thinking about who you wanted in your life, who you didn't, the type of person you were becoming. And now fast forward to this year, those changes are being implemented and you're moving forward with that new life. Now, here's the interesting thing about the Empress in reverse. You have doubts here about someone or something, all right? You're evaluating your worth and your value, but part of you, because you have doubts, you want to do a U-turn. You kind of want to go back. Others of you might just have these doubts about this lover or the new person or the new situation, and you can't go forward because you're stuck in something or else. All right, whether it's a job with someone, promises you made, or a relationship. But this ain't far behind. This 10 of Cups, this happily ever after here with somebody. But I can see it's coming off of like something that's casual, something non-committal. But we'll see why the Empress is in reverse. Others of you, someone doesn't want to start a family here, or there's something to do with the children not going correct. We'll see more when I clarify this in the extended. That's not for everybody. Please don't attack me, everyone, that this is just for the 1% person. Last week, there was somebody in the Aquarius feed telling me how I was wrong because it didn't pertain to their life. Okay, this is a general reading. There's like thousands of you. So please take things with a grain of salt. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Now, the main common theme here with the Empress in reverse, there's doubts. You're having doubts about something or someone. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. Like, whatever choice or decision you make, you're second guessing yourself. You really shouldn't. But I digress. We'll clarify and see. What is the Three of Cups here for Aquarius, please? What is the Three of Cups here for Aquarius, please? Now, something unfair happened to you guys. Okay, also with Justice in reverse, I will talk to you about theoretical, and then I will talk to you about practical, literal. Justice in reverse is telling me something unfair has happened to you. Perhaps, maybe not. Whether you're doing it also is a whole other story. You're discerning adults. Please place it where it belongs. if this was somebody you were separated from or divorcing, they might perhaps want a reconciliation with you. If this is legal, the determination won't be fair. It won't be just. It will be unbalanced. Okay, so I need you to be prepared for that. Something that where the scales were trying to right themselves, it didn't happen yet. So this is a lack of karma correction, meaning be careful with what you do. If you had done something shady in your past, it will come back to bite you on the ass. All right, if you did all good, you keep doing good, so you are rewarded later on. And those of you who are sitting there saying, well, karma takes too long. I know it does, but you know why it takes so long? Because just when you're happy, just when you're riding that high, karma comes along to rip it all away. That's why it takes forever. So that's why we say let karma take care of itself. But back to you. Some of you are divorcing or separating. Others of you are doing something in the legal system, but it just seems like unjust. It seems like it's rewinding itself onto you. We'll see more. Because I also see here, whatever this is, it's causing you great strain, stress. These are problems. These are issues. Things are getting in your way. And now you have to cut your losses. But you're reconciling here with somebody that there was something where you had a falling out with someone. 9 of Wands, please. Four of Cups, Six of Swords. Okay, so there is somebody in your life where you're just, you know what? It's unrequited. I don't care for it. No, thank you. Not for me. I don't like it. Now, please apply that to every avenue of your lives, how this applies. Whether it's a job, a person, a situation. No, thank you. Not for me. Over it. Don't like it. Not interested. Oh, that's boring. Not me. Six of Swords. Mentally disengaging because you've come to realize that I'm not into this. You're not into it, Aquarius, because you're guarded. You are not healed. Someone's getting an unhealed version of you. Others of you, you have been burned in the past. So you're being very protective. But because of those protections, you have so many layers of protection in front of you, you're leaving no space for opportunity to come in. All right, so that is something you need to look at. You're trying to remain focused on whatever your agenda is or your priorities. So you're kind of saying, okay, regardless of the good stuff and the bad stuff, I don't care. I have a determination. I need to stay focused, which is a good thing. But sometimes we don't stop to look at new opportunities that are right there. It's like, imagine you're on a highway and you're speeding down that highway and there's, I don't know, maybe some like thing there, like a little installation pop-up store that has like the coolest thing that you've always been looking for, but you're not looking at it because you're flying down the highway. Same thing with love, same thing with a job, same thing with a career, same thing when someone's trying to befriend you. You don't know how you can benefit in the future from that friendship, but you're not stopping to look at it because your mind is on a mission, right? So sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad. That's why we say, chill, take a day to smell the roses, because you'll notice some stuff there. You'll notice not just the thorns, but there's a beautiful smell, there's beautiful flowers, there's a beautiful rose. Now let's see what's going on here with the Seven of Swords. And this is what we mean when you meet new people with the opportunity of new love or a job or a friendship. But right now, look at you. You're very protective. What is the Seven of Swords? The Tower. I just don't think you like whatever this option or opportunity is, and you seem to be like, I'm over it, I'm leaving it. This is a traditional foundation you have somewhere. Guys, this is marriage. This is institution. This is your career. This is like going to college and getting a degree. It's traditional. It's like a gym membership. It's like a church membership. it's something traditional, right? Somebody here could be stepping out of a marriage or something traditional, and poof, there goes the Tower. Some of you could be cheating. It's like saying you're cheating on an exam and you fail and then they kick you out of the institution. It's one of those vibes. Something sneaky gets revealed and it cuts the cord here. I can see what you were trying to do, Aquarius. I know you're trying to manifest something for your future here. It's still in the running for you to do that, because I still see that this is helping you wrap up a cycle in life. This is you ending an old part of your life so you can move into a new version of yourselves and your new life. Whether that's like your wardrobe or your hairstyle or your car or your image, your personal image, or, you know, you getting into that relationship with a new person or this new career or job, or this new version of yourself that's trying to erupt. Clearly, I can see that. I've been seeing that in your last few readings. Manifesting. End of a chapter. You seeing that you have love here for someone or something. You becoming emotionally mature and available. You are very much focused on this reconciliation here with somebody and upgrading a relationship with someone. All right, let's continue. What is Six of Cups and the Lovers? Something has come to an end, okay, with death. Death means end, transition. That's your past. This is saying letting it go so there can be a transition of sorts. You really need to weigh your pros and cons. And if you're not sure, get more information, do a little stalking. Or even perhaps go talk to somebody heart to heart where there was an ending or a betrayal. Some of you that you had an ending with a lover. It needed to transition into something else. You can't stay lovers forever. Eventually that has an expiration date. You either become boyfriend and girlfriend, you court each other, or you don't. You say, okay, we reached the end of the line here. Others of you, it is about the end of a marriage to fortify a new relationship. Yes, this can be business partners. Some of you, it's flipped. Goodbye, lover. I need to go back to my marriage. For a lot of you out there, it's different. You're not all dating the same sign. So obviously it affects you and the other person you're dealing with. But this is the advice. You need to end what has ended so it can transition into something better and healthier for you. You need to close the past. Even if you were to get back with an ex-husband or wife or spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you got to go in new. They got to come in new. They got to come in correct. They got to come in having done their homework. You too. Shadow work all over the place. Or you're sitting there saying to yourselves, we both got to work on our shadow sides apart and together in order. And that is transition. Others of you are saying goodbye to your past and saying hello to your future with new people. All right, let's see what the Empress is doing here in your outcome, because a lot of you are feeling like you have doubts of what you're doing. Transition usually feels like that. Some of you are moving, changing, doing whatever you're doing. You're having doubts. Big changes always make people naturally have doubts, Aquarius, right? You broke up with a lover. You're second guessing it. Or a partner. You were keeping it casual. You never gave it a full-blown attempt. So you never kind of, because I see you guarded here from it, or if it's a business partner or whatever that is, or a colleague or somebody at work or a friend, you're like, oh, not really my cup of tea. But then now you're doubting it. But you're still taking it day by day, trying to decide what's the right fit for you, making a judgment call on something from your past. What are we going to talk about for love in the extended for Aquarius? Yeah, it says flirt and new love. You do have new love coming in, and it's saying you need to flirt. Just right now, maybe you only need to have fun, and that's it. I want to do one card from Wisdom House of Night. Wisdom House of Night, what say you? Subscribers, if you are subscribing to the full membership, it's called Let's Get Dinner. Do not do Let's Get Lunch. That's inactive. I don't know why YouTube hasn't dismissed it quite yet. Those of you who are doing just one-off extended readings, if you have any issues, please email me. I'll respond to you faster that way than I would through the comments. All right, Wisdom House of Night for Aquarius, please. And I am debating getting rid of the monthly, just the air signs. It will only be just extended and the all access through YouTube. Now, High Priestess of Air, which is interesting because you are an air sign. So it's, I guess, telling you not to forget who you are and the energies that make you amazing. You have drawn the symbol of the High Priestess of Air, the goddess of rational thought, logical thinking, reason, and using your mind to consider the next right action are the qualities encouraged by the High Priestess of Air. Now is the time to think before you act. You are blessed with a wondrous mind and imagination. Your ability to communicate is enhanced when you meet the High Priestess of Air. This is the moment to have reasonable conversations and make calculated decisions. Interesting. Don't forget your energy. That's what you guys do best. So come on home and do what you do, because it looks like you're debating something here, moreover doubting. All right, guys, this is what I have for you. Let's head on over to the extended. Everyone else will see you next week.